system this year so that, he could be a better quarterback. He's a very hard worker. He does his job. He do everything he's supposed to do day in and day out. So I'm looking forward to seeing Luke, thrive on Thursday.
Coach,
he's not a captain, but does he act like a captain? I mean, see, if Kane's taking that leadership role, that maybe wasn't quite as comfortable last year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not really on the offensive side of the ball, but just seeing him, he's more vocal, more talking more. The other day he stood up and gave a talk in front of the team today, so I can see him expressing his feelings a little bit more this year. He should be ready coming Thursday.
Coach Parker talks about he was giving you guys gloves and mitts during practice so you guys wouldn't grab onto jerseys and stuff. What was that like as a player? Was it fun? Was it interesting?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, sometimes you can't touch the receiver, so it's interesting. It just helps you play better, just eliminate the holding calls and the penalty calls. So it just allows you to see if you didn't have hands, how would you guard this guy? And then it allows you so when you take them off, you could do the same thing without the mitts and, just play cleaner football.
What's it like getting Bailey back and then adding, Cox and Brooks? It's kind of a new good secondary.
Yeah, it was very fun. Those two guys definitely, Terrence and Brooks. Torrey and Brooks, they definitely a good addition to this team. They came and, they learned and picked up on things pretty fast. And then, Matt coming off an injury, that's a good, we both coming off an injury basically together. So it's basically good for both of us. And I'm just ready to see what me and him could do out there together with the rest of our teammates.
Awesome.
Coach Henry was talking about your versatility, and there might be a play where you're asked to slide back into that nickel role. So how do you do that effectively? What's important for you to be able to make that, whether it's in the middle of a drive or from drive to drive, make that switch?
Just be prepared for the game. Any situation I can, like you said, I could be inside or outside. So I just prepare the game like I'm playing both positions and just be ready for anything that comes my way. Sometimes I might have to slide in, sometimes I might be outside. So I just have to, expand my game a little more and just be very versatile out there.
I know you played outside a little bit as a freshman, but last year was primarily that star role. So how do you feel like your skill set can translate to a boundary guy?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like I could play both. I don't feel like there's no limit. If they want me to go to safety, I feel like I can go to safety. So I just feel like, me and be able to play, variety of positions and just help the team, help us win games.
Coach Henry talked about last year was like a year of growth for him, and he said this year we want it to be a year of establishment and establish Illinois as a prominent defense. What does that look like to you?
Just, tuning the fine details, just with catching the ball and just, not having mentally busts and stuff like that. So, we just focusing and harnessing more on those things. And I feel like we'll be, a good defense if we just do the little things and, just take over when we need to.
He gave us an analogy of like a fist where each finger does, you've heard that
certainly,
right? So how have you felt that idea of his trickle down throughout the offseason and in fall camp?
Yeah, he just used that to show how we need to play ball on defense. He just, used that to, just motivation to show how we need to, play football. And if we can, ball the fist up and, play with all those pillars, we can have a good chance of winning football games this year.
With that in mind, how's this defense different? I'm not asking schematics. But what's the mindset or how's your approach, if at all, different with all that kind of in the back of your mind?
We're just trying to play faster. Like I said, limit the mistakes and the fine details. We kind of, let loose kind of last year. Just, fine tuning things like that so that, we don't have mental busts and, we can play fast defense and, good football.
This guy who's been around, what's your role in helping fine-tune some of those smaller things?
Just being a leader out there, just being being very vocal. Like you said, we got some new guys out there, so just, kind of showing them how we do things and, just little communication things that, we can say and little things. So when we get to the game and it's pretty loud, we can all be on the same page. If we all on the same page, we have a great chance of winning football games.
Seth,